Captain Ibrahim Traoré, leader of Burkina Faso, recently delivered a powerful and historic message addressing Pope Leo XIV, speaking not just as a head of state, but as the voice of a rising Africa. Hello everyone. Greetings to you, peace and love. Listen to this message from Captain Ibrahim Traoré, and his message to the new Pope. And tell me what you think in the comments below. The title of this message is Africa is no longer a colony, not politically, not spiritually. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, leader of Burkina Faso, recently delivered a powerful and historic message addressing Pope Leo XIV, speaking not just as a head of state, but as the voice of a rising Africa. Here's what he said: in essence, we have forgiven, but we have not forgotten. The blood of Africa flows through history, unacknowledged, unredeemed. If the Vatican seeks unity, let it begin with truth. He challenged the global church, especially the Vatican, to recognize the role it played during colonialism, the silence it maintained during African suffering, the spiritual riches that were taken, not just the physical ones. He declared, "We are no longer a people to be baptized into silence. We carry our own anointing, from the God who spoke in Eden long before borders were drawn by empires." Key points from the speech: 1. Demand for historical honesty. Traoré asked for open acknowledgement of the Church's involvement in the exploitation of Africa, not as a way to shame, but as a path to healing. 2. Spiritual sovereignty. We do not reject Christ, we reject control. He called on African nations to reclaim their connection to God without spiritual gatekeeping from foreign powers. 3. Unity through respect. Traoré did not attack the new pope. Instead, he extended a challenge: will you be a pope for the powerful, or a voice for the forgotten? 4. Vision for Africa's future. He ended with a resounding declaration: Africa will rise, not just with weapons or politics, but with wisdom, worship, and a will that will no longer bend. Why it matters: this speech wasn't just political. It was prophetic. Traoré positioned Africa not as a recipient of global pity, but as a spiritual equal, a continent no longer begging for recognition but commanding it. In many circles, his words are being compared to the likes of Thomas Sankara, Kwame Nkrumah, and even Martin Luther King Jr., calling for a bold spiritual and cultural awakening. This is not just a speech. It's a spiritual awakening. Tell me what you think. Captain Ibrahim Traoré didn't just speak to power, he spoke to purpose. To the Pope, to the nations, and to every soul still fighting for dignity. Africa is not begging. Africa is rising. Because the earth is the Lord's. And the voice of the people will no longer be silenced. This is SendMe Radio. Real voices. Real power. Real purpose. Subscribe, share, and stay awakened.